Hey guys, and welcome back to Pixel Cherry Ninja's channel. In today's video we're looking at the latest build of the Nintendo 64 core for the MiSTer FPGA, but we are looking at nothing but ROM hacks. I think just for good measure I'm going to throw a homebrew title in there as well, but it's pretty much going to be ROM hacks. They're either going to be like a ROM hack that you're seeing now, which is Dragon Ball Z and Mario Kart. Now I wanted to show like the cups and like the character kind of profile pictures or the character avatars, because I do think they look really nice. And I never really watched much Dragon Ball Z. I just remember watching the abridged version that someone uploaded on YouTube, which kind of condensed, I don't know, a decade's worth of Dragon Ball Z into like a half-hour episode. It was very entertaining. So in this call we're looking at ROM hacks like this one here. So this is, as you can see, Dragon Ball Z Kart. It's just Mario Kart. They swapped all the characters over with Dragon Ball Z characters. Now look, the power-ups maybe make sense to you if you know the cartoon more. I don't know it that well, but that item there was the ghost that I got. The banana makes no sense to me. It resembles nothing like a banana, but hey, I don't know the show enough. But it's amazing to see how far the core has come. We've got a lot of games working on it, but I wanted to try out ROM hacks today because hey, I'm a big fan of ROM hacks. It's something that I like doing. In particular, I like Castlevania ones. They're like my favorite ones, but I do like checking them out for like Super Nintendo and mainly like the 16-bit and I guess some 8-bit consoles. But there's a whole world of ROM hacks and homebrew games available for the Nintendo 64, and this is a very decent one. So we'll have a look at a few more, guys. Yeah, just before we get into the video, if you're not subscribed to the channel, then hey, a subscription and a like is super appreciated. As well as that, if you want to join the Discord and come and chat, there'll be an invite link to the Discord in the description of this video. But yeah, the N64 core is looking good. I mean, it's getting updated so frequently, I literally don't know what to cover. I mean, the main thing we're waiting for is TLB to be implemented, so stuff like GoldenEye can work on that. I know that's the main thing I'm looking forward to, and I know that's the thing many of you guys are looking forward to as well. I like at the top there, I forget that guy's name, you know, little guy with the glasses on. I always forget his name. Lakika? I can't remember. But yeah, I like how they replaced that with that dude from Dragon Ball, who I can't name because hey, I don't know Dragon Ball that well. Anyway, let's look at some other games. So this is an English translation of Animal Crossing. I never knew the Japanese name was Animal Forest, but hey, you know, they say you learn one thing a day, and maybe this is what I learned. Now, as far as Animal Crossing goes, my life with this game began on the Nintendo DS. And I played it for a while, then I thought, hey man, what the heck am I doing? I'm here picking weeds when I can go in my actual garden and do some real cleaning. So after that, I was like, I'm never going to play this game, because once you get sucked into this, you get sucked into it. And I'd rather play games where, I don't know, where I'm shooting stuff, stabbing stuff, destroying stuff. Hey, I'd even rather jump on a Goomba's head. But this is working, I don't know to what capacity, but it's nice to see an English translation of this actually running, because hey man, a lot of effort would have gone into translating this. And you know what, guys, I did actually dive in and play it a little bit, and I could feel it sucking me in. It is Animal Crossing as we know it. Now I'm sure in the newer one there's new features and everything, but it's lovely to see this running. And I still remember like a friend of mine who was telling me about this game, and he couldn't wait for it, but I think at the time it wasn't available. As far as I know, this is only a Japanese game or Japan only game. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong, because my friend that mentioned this to me, the first time he actually played it was on the GameCube, and he couldn't stop going on about the game. But I remember him describing the game to me, and man, did it sound boring. But I still managed to get sucked into the DS1. Guys, like, I warn you about this game. If you get into this, you really will get sucked in. So if you haven't got a lot of time, don't even try playing this. It is excellent, but for all the wrong reasons, at least as far as I'm concerned. Now we're looking at a fan-translated game. This is a game known as Custom Robo. Now, first time I'm trying this out, I wanted to pick the arcade mode because generally in games, the arcade mode's faster and it makes for better video content, but it would only let me kind of pick the story mode. And I was like, wow, this kind of reminds me of Power Stone. Look at the way they're battling. You know, in Power Stone, when you get all the Power Stones and you power up, and you're doing that kind of fire, and I was like, okay, I think I'm gonna like this game. So after this, okay, so this is actually a dream sequence that the main character's having, and then you kind of roll out of bed as you do, and it kind of, I don't know what kind of game it is. I don't know if the battles are real time or anything, but again, it's a translation, and like, I'm a big fan of translations. There's one that I'm actually looking forward to, unrelated to this, the Samurai Showdown RPG. It's currently being translated, and I think it's it's just finishing touches that a friend of mine, The Price of Reason, is adding to that. So that's a translation I'm looking forward to playing. So if there's games that you guys were really into, some of them have been translated. And if this was a game you wanted to play on the Nintendo 64 and you weren't able to due to a language barrier, well, there is a translation available. You can patch your own ROM and it will run hunky-dory on this version of the core. So this one here is a ROM hack of Paper Mario that kind of turns it into the 1000-year door, which is the GameCube one. I always get confused with the titles because, hey guys, if you know my channel, you know I'm forgetful and I'm always making mistakes. So I was like, okay, so the original Paper Mario doesn't work, but is there something in this hack that's gonna allow it to work? And I was like, you know what, we'll give it a shot, and I guess we're gonna find out whether it crashes on or around the same part, or if we can get into game, because this is one of the games I'm really looking forward to on the system. I love the Paper Mario games and they are awesome. Now, where it usually crashes is when that door opens and Mario pops out, it just kind of freezes there, and on a normal game we get a whole bunch of error codes. And it has not disappointed, or has it disappointed? It's disappointed, but it's exactly the same. It crashes in exactly the same place. I don't know why. I thought, hey, you know what? While I'm doing ROM hacks, let me try this ROM hack. Maybe we'll get a little bit further in game, but no, sir. Okay, so this is as interesting as they come. So this is called Wonder Project, and guys, this is a very unique game. Again, I know nothing of it, but it's very interesting how the game is. So it's like you're communicating with the character, but via that bird. So that bird acts as an intermediate between yourself and between yourself and the character in the game. So you use them to chat. So the blue button, which is the A button, is it? Yeah, it's the A button. The blue button, to look at my Nintendo 64 controller there. The blue button, the A button, kind of says yes. The green button, the B button, then says no, and it kind of talks you through all of that. If you're unsure, you press the R button. Now, I'm not sure exactly what you're kind of doing in this game. It feels pointy and clicky and everything, but I really do like the art style. I like the cutscenes, or like what would be, I don't know, not really FMVs, but the kind of, you know, the non-playable kind of storytelling parts. It looks really good. It looks really charming. I love the art style. I love how this game looks, and this is another thing I love about the MiSTer. It gets me just trying out new stuff, especially making stuff for videos. You know, if I wasn't making the videos, maybe I wouldn't go through so many games, and it's where I'm finding games to eventually play. Again, interested if you knew about this game, if you played this game, did you play it on import? It's fantastic. See that little circle thing the bird done? That means I said yes. And the no, it's like that emoji of no, you know, where you've got a two kind of, well, in his case, or his or her case, the wings in front of it, like an X, like to say no. But yeah, this looks like a fun little game, and I'm glad I come across it. And honestly, definitely check out ROM hacks, because out of the ones I tried today, the majority of those worked, and this game is, yeah, it looks good. Right, this one here is a ROM hack of Zelda the Ocarina of Time, and it's called Zelda's Birthday. Now, this actually features new text and new storyline, 3 redesigned dungeons, and optional side quest, new endings, hidden goodies. But when I started this game, it just gave me like a whole list of different areas I could pick. I was spamming it because the list looked like the game crashed and there was a list of errors up there, or like a bunch of error codes. It actually wasn't. It was actually letting me pick different parts of the game. So maybe if you're a big Ocarina of Time fan and there's certain parts of the game you enjoy, maybe this lets you access all of them. I mean, there's definitely some more features in there. I always say on the channel, the only 3D Zelda game that I kind of fully completed all by myself was Breath of the Wild. Apart from that, I'm like a 2D Zelda guy. I do like Ocarina of Time. I did play it back in the day a little bit, but more kind of like with friends and doing certain parts of the game. But yeah, there's some good ROM hacks of Ocarina of Time. There was actually quite a few. So I picked this one, and I picked another one which we'll have a look at just now. So this is the other one. This is Ocarina of Time Space World 97 Beta Experience. Now, I'm not exactly sure what the Space World entails. In fact, I don't even know too much about this ROM hack. When I tried it, it kind of looks like you start off in like a lobby area, you get some power-ups, so you get items like a compass, and then you go into a dungeon. So I feel like this may just be like a dungeon crawl kind of version of the game. Either way, you know, if you're a Zelda Ocarina of Time fan, maybe this is something you want to look into. Look into the Ocarina of Time hacks. Like, I don't know the game well enough to know the advantages and the enjoyment I'll get out of particular hacks, but maybe you guys do. But the important thing is the MiSTer FPGA, so many different ROM hacks are working, and I feel you know, when TLB gets implemented into the core and some more, Robert adds some more of the finishing touches that he's adding right now, pretty much all of them, I'm very, very confident that at least the vast majority of them will work. And it'll be nice to get all the regular games and the ROM hacks, because hey, ROM hacks are like DLC or new versions of your old games, or DLC for your old games that, well, are provided free by the community. And let's finish up by not looking at a ROM hack, but looking at one of the best homebrew games available for the Nintendo 64. Portal for the N64. It's nothing short of sheer amazingness. Now, I featured this on the channel before. I had a look at it and I think it runs even better now. I can't remember. I've done so many N64 videos and there's so many updates. But just to kind of summarize, the N64 core is awesome. If you haven't tried it already, get on it, try it. You will have a lot of fun. There's a lot of games that can be completed all the way through. If one of your games isn't working right now, there's a good chance that compatibility will be added in the future. Hopefully TLB support will come soon so we can enjoy one of the best games on the system, one of the ones I'm looking forward to, GoldenEye. But honestly guys, the core's amazing in exactly how it is right now. So get on it. Big shout out to Robert Peip, the developer. I'll leave his Patreon link in the description below if you want to support his work. He also provides really good Patreon posts with a lot of information on there. But that's it guys, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, thumbs up, subscription, all that good stuff is super appreciated. Take care of yourself, take care of each other guys. This is Pixel Cherry Ninja out.